Welcome back to a new video. Today's video is focused on Netflix documentary entitled Don't Pick Up the Phone. And the official synopsis of this documentary is: this docuseries follows the investigation into a hoax caller who talked managers into strip searching employees at fast food businesses across the United States. And before I give out my review, please like the video, dislike the video, subscribe or comment, or just watch the video and keep going on with your day. Follow me on Instagram at The Relius Reviews, where you will find more reviews on different movies and TV shows. This documentary focuses on a hoax caller who was responsible for basically calling up many different restaurants over the span of 10 years, portraying himself as a police officer and basically saying that one of your workers or someone is stealing or has stolen something, and basically telling the employees at the restaurant or someone there to strip search the accused and just see like if they have it or not. And this person was basically responsible for many people being falsely accused of something they didn't do, just basically traumatizing a lot of people over the span of 10 years, like over 70 restaurants in 30 different states. And this documentary was a pretty sad watch, honestly. It was definitely frustrating when it came to some of the victims retelling their stories, how a lot of victim blaming was happening around the victims, the restaurants itself, people not taking accountability. And some people, they somewhat did get justice, but unfortunately, the main person that was accused of being like the whole mastermind behind of it he wasn't convicted. Like, he was found out guilty and everything else. I think this documentary does a good job with the interviews, as a lot of different people are interviewed in here, from the victims to detectives to other people giving out their opinions on the whole matter of this crazy, just disturbing situation. Like, one of the main victims that suffered the most in here, Louise Ogborn, she was not in here, but just audio descriptions, just talking about her experience of what she had to go through because of the search and everything else, was just awful to hear, was just sad to hear. Like, seeing the video footage of her experience was pretty awful. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the amount of people that this guy was able to like fool, like he was that good to like say that he's a police officer, or he has certain people on the line and such, like if you don't do this or you're going to jail or you're going to lose your job and stuff like that. Like, it is definitely scary how one man was basically able to persuade people of his words, that he was able to like convince people that he was a police officer and that you had to do this or bad things was going to happen. And the man that was accused of it, David Stewart, like I mentioned before, unfortunately, he was not convicted. He was found not guilty of all the charges, but there was a whole lot of evidence that definitely could have convicted him, but it just didn't happen. And honestly, it sucks. Like, it does suck, but that's how the legal system is, unfortunately, when it comes to many of these cases. When you think you have a slam dunk, plot twists just come out of the woodworks to make sure it doesn't happen. But all of these cases were disturbing to hear, as some people are still dealing with the traumatic aftermath of what's going on, as it's just hard to explain how all of these victims are, because there were a lot, and I do mean a lot of different victims that was exploring here, talked about the timeline of how it all started from like 1994 through 2004 and everything else. Like, this documentary does a good job of just explaining everything and just talking about what happens and just how this was able to go on for so long and everything else. But I would say that don't pick up the phone. Although it was very distressing, sad, and disturbing to see, I did like for what it offered. Like, I did not know that there was a person out there just ruining the lives of just innocent people for over 10 years and just causing just many restaurants to just do just things they shouldn't be doing. But yeah, But I would say my rating for this documentary would probably be 4 stars out of 5. So thank you for watching, and until next time.